Welcome to the Stoppage Time edition of the Pitch to Pro podcast. This is a highlight reel of some of the best moments from the show so far, and every other week we will be bringing you a special 5 to 7 minute segment featuring the best stories, tales, and moments of the podcast.
Well, I'm glad you find it as hard to describe as I do, because I thought maybe it was just me. But that's kind of it's good to know. Actually,
Yeah.
It's comforting, I guess,
Yeah.
to know that it is just something special that's hard to put into words. And whether you grew up here or you transplanted here and you bought into it, it's still hard to figure out what it is.
It's a
right?
feeling.
Yeah,
It is. It's a magical feeling too. To be embraced and welcomed, by and large by the general populace.
Yeah.
So, in a way that is just so above and beyond, being kind to your neighbor.
And I think that's kind of what y'all embody also. I mean, if you look at the organization, you look at the sort of the mission, vision, not legal, it's league wide, but even more specific to this footprint here is the intentionality of community of it. It's a professional sport. It's a huge deal. It's exciting to it's as exciting to as many adults as it is children. But I mean, you just look across the spectrum. And I didn't play soccer growing up. It just wasn't a sport that was widely played here. It is now, of course, and I've watched it expand and it developed my own sense of what it means to be a fan. Of course, Ted Lasso probably helped all of us understand on a much bigger level what soccer and how nuts it is, and the fan base. Yeah. But I think that's one of the things that I've really appreciated throughout this process, trying to get off the ground is just that it's a business. It's a business, right? Mm-hmm. And you're not running a nonprofit, but at the same time, there seems to be as much excitement and real thought put into how are we a part of the community as much as can we raise the capital, can this work? Because I think based on what I'm hearing and what I've observed from, kind of your team is that they know it doesn't matter if it pencils out, that's great. But if you're not part of the community, it's not going to be sustainable. No. And so I just think it's a testament to I think probably what for me looks like this whole package management team, this kind of holistic approach, that's what success usually is bred out of. So.
Yeah. No, and thank you. It has been very intentional. Yes. Look, listen, at the end of the day, we are a business, and we need to be such to continue and make sure that we have this incredible offering to bring and be a part of the community. But we are not successful without the support of the community. And how do you, and not just support from the community, but it's also about, that's the what, but it's also about the how. And being, as you've seen, very intentional along the way, we continue to hit on it, this is not our club. Everybody wants to know what the name is going to be. That's probably what's the name going to be? What's the name going to be? What's the crest? What's the colors? Sure. And we've been very intentional about making sure that we get so much feedback so that we feel good about when we're asked, why is the name this? Why is the color this? Why is the crest this? We can point back to our process, which has been involving the community at multiple stages across multiple mediums at different times, and truly trying to capture the voice of the different pockets and sectors of our community across multiple backgrounds and peoples. And that takes time.
Yeah.
And to sift through it. What do people really mean? What do they want? Why do they love NWA? And I think we touched about a little bit about why you and I love Northwest Arkansas. It's that magic that we feel, that spirit about living here, along with many other things. But that is, to your point, very, very intentional. And I'm a big soccer guy. So I played soccer nerd, self-professed. Ted Lasso does a really nice job, by the way. So don't ever feel bad about bringing him up and how much he loved it, because it was, if you didn't, but it did. That show actually, it's crazy because people joke about like, oh, I'm just a Ted Lasso soccer fan. That show did such an incredible job of not just the drama and the action and like the great writing and show, but of showing what soccer culture is and the highs and lows of kind of, promotion and relegation, which is a whole other conversation about moving up and down. It's kind of foreign to American sports, but it did a really great job of understanding what soccer culture is and grassroots in that small pocket community, right? And that's what we're trying to bring here. And so we're so excited about and what gets us up in the morning, at least, our team today, is the impact that we can have off the field.
Yeah.
That's and the relationships that we can build with our communities off the field. I love and am so excited about people being passionate and excited about what's going to happen in the games and the matches and coming to the games and the chants and all those things. Being season ticket holders, we need those things. We want those things. Just know that that's the meat of why is it exciting to do what you do, Wes or Warren or Chris, and it's the power and impact of sport off the field and how we can help unify, uplift, and propel our community, and that's what we're hopefully going to be able to do.
Yeah, and I think I think soccer uniquely above any other sport really puts you in a place to have a conversation where it's a whole community coming together to support the team or to support a cause, and there's just few other opportunities that I've been exposed to that sort of, from a broader perspective, bring everybody together in a common cause. And God knows, in the environment we live in today, regardless where you fall on the political lines or religious lines or any of those things, there's just not a lot that we're all agreeing on and coalescing towards. We can't even agree and coalesce towards peace around the world and what that looks like. So, without taking it to that level, there's just few opportunities for the someone in the C-suite at Tyson, to meet up with someone that just started at their processing plant on Oldridge Street and sit in proximity to one another and holler and scream and coalesce behind a team. And then how that translates off the field is that the exposure to an invitation to participate in community-driven events, and the passion to do that may only be the hook to the team because you feel obligated, you feel like you owe your team, to get involved outside of. And so whatever brings those people together and creates those conversations, it really matters not what started it. It's the product that you end up with at the end of the day.
Thank you for joining us for this Stoppage Time special of the Pitch to Pro podcast. If you've enjoyed the conversation, you can click watch the full episode here. Be sure to tune in next Thursday for a new episode of the Pitch to Pro podcast,
the official podcast of Ozark United FC.
Available on YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere you get your podcasts.